Hi folks, it's Dr. Brenda Money Coach coming at you from Vermont. It's been a bit of a trying day. I've had some mechanical issues. So I was playing RV mechanic today. I wanted to show you a little bit about what's involved. So this is this giant bag which has all of the documents in it. So I don't know if you can, this is the small version, so you can get some basic information from here. But take a look at the operator's manual supplement, okay? I don't know if you can see how thick that is, but it's not an easy read. It's not something you're going to go through until you have to. So let me show you what I've been up to today. So I've got my RV. First of all, this is a different spot than where I was last week, and this was not easy to get into. I had to maneuver up and then back in, and I'm on the wrong side. So what I mean by that is generally all of your plugins are on the driver's side of the vehicle. So this, I've had to actually grab the cord, tie it to another cord, and drag it underneath. And when I did that, I'm gonna get my little knee pad here so I don't have to kneel on the gravel. So problem number one, all right, that kind of day. Okay, so when I reached under here and moved this power cord all the way over there to the other side, this is what I see. You see this? It's a pipe, it's disconnected. So I'm like, okay, well, that can't be good. It's just kind of hanging here. So first question is, what's the pipe? What does it do? Second question, how to fix it. So one of the resources that I use a lot is a Facebook group specific to Winnebago Aspect owners. And I took a picture, posted it to the group, and just like that, I knew what it was. It's the generator exhaust pipe. And it makes perfect sense because when I ran the generator when I was at a Harvest House site, the carbon monoxide detector came on. So I'm like, okay, well, something's not working correctly, and gee, that could be it. The exhaust pipe is not connected. So that's a problem, and this is my garage where I have everything. So the person who responded was terrific. So not only did I find out what it was, I knew that it was an easy fix. Okay, so this is, let's see if I can put this someplace. I'll put it over to the picnic table so you can see what I'm up to. So the pipe is held on with a clasp that has 2 bolts on it. So the gentleman who responded actually gave me a link to a site called RV Parts. So I ordered the clasp. I'm having it sent to this campground. It should be here on Friday. Now I might be able to reuse this, but look how rusted everything is. So the challenge became, how am I going to get this clasp off this pipe? The bolts were really rusted, so I'd sprayed some lube on it, WD-40, and this is something I bought because everyone who said, at least the websites are like, okay, you're gonna need a socket wrench kit, and I've had lots of tools at the house, never had one of these. That's exactly what I needed, so I was able to figure out which of these bolts fit in here. In fact, I kept it aside so that I can easily put the new clasp in when it arrives. So I had to use that to get the bolts off, and luckily I am here for a while. I haven't been really using the generator, so probably not that big of a deal. But what else is happening? Okay, so this system is set up with automatic jacks. I press a button and the jacks come down and they level the RV. There are 4 jacks. How many were coming down? Only three. So this jack on the passenger side front, way underneath there, was not coming down, not extending. And so I tried it a couple of different times and nothing changed. I couldn't get it down manually. So again, I went back to my Facebook group and I'm like, okay, I hope this is a simple fix. Wouldn't that be nice? The first thing was to check the hydraulic fuel, the fluid level. And so I brought out the manual to try to figure out where that was. And this is where it is. I had to get my key out. It's in this little compartment. And if you can see that, it is in there. And there's a little dipstick in there. And it was certainly low. So today I went out, couldn't find exactly the fluid they recommended, but there was a backup. So I poured some of that in here and tried the automatic jacks again. It still did not extend, but I was able to get it down manually. Oh, if you're wondering how that works, I have to have the, not time for you to go out, Sweet Coco, but this is where the unit is. So I have to have the power on in the, hello Coco, I have to have the power on in the truck to get that to work. So it's down. The critical part is to make sure it comes up when I leave. Obviously you can't leave the campground with the jack down. So I really was kind of stuck to having to fix this myself. I contacted a mobile RV service. There's only one in the area. Contacted him Monday. He didn't call me back. Yesterday it was pouring cats and dogs, so nothing got done. I'm tightening this. Hang on. There we go. And so I called him again today. He called me back. Torn meniscus. There's no way he was going to be able to come out, but he was kind enough to offer to help me on the phone. And so I think I've got the things solved. Still loose. Sorry about that, gang. So anyway, I things like this pop up on the road. If you are just starting out, definitely join a Facebook group for your specific RV. You can see I could not get the catio on the proper side. So to get the cats out here, I actually have to carry them one by one. So they've had some catio time, but because everything is on the wrong side, it's not been quite so fun for them. And you might be wondering if you've noticed this. I have olive oil out here. What am I doing with olive oil? Good question. A couple years ago, I bought an item for somebody. It was a present, and it had one of those really sticky adhesives on it. And the website, I Googled it, and someone suggested using olive oil, just, rubbing olive oil into it. So I tried it and it worked. Well, I've got a bunch of pine pitch. Maybe I should say I had a bunch of pine pitch. A lot of pine pitch on the car. And so I thought, well, if it worked on that sticky adhesive, maybe it will work on the pine pitch. And, it takes a little bit of rubbing and stuff, and I'll clean it up a little bit more. But it did work. So most of the pine pitch is gone, because that's obviously not a easy thing to get. I did get some firewood from the camp store. Hopefully it's okay. I've got some fire starters, so I'm hoping to try to light a fire today, and that will be a nice little way to end the evening. So that's it. I guess your tip of the day is olive oil gets rid of sticky stuff. But also, don't let the mechanics intimidate you. You can do it. What you can't do, you'll figure it out. What you can't figure out, you'll get some help with. So anyway, that's it from Vermont for today. Hope you're having a great day. If you want to follow along, please subscribe. Bye-bye.